Hello everybody, this is Kittybit and we are here for the weekly art stream. We missed it last week because school and work and a whole lot of stuff was going on. So
yeah, I was starting a new class, so I didn't have it in me.
Speaking of new class, your book is right in your face.
Yeah, why?
Oops.
It tilted up so far.
Probably a mistake on my part.
And my whole body must be tilted back or something. If I can adjust that before I get started. Let's see.
Yeah, we just need to also get the Streamlabs going so we can see our chat.
Oh no, where's that?
Our chat. Down here to explore. And then just open up a window and Streamlabs. Hey, what's up, Ragnar?
Oh good, you got it up on your phone.
Well, so far it's just a blank page right now. We're making sure everything's set up correctly. To that window.
Oops.
There you go. Go.
Launch.
And then copy it.
What?
Mm-hmm. There you go.
And then?
You go to the window there. Make sure it's set up down in there, in the bottom. It looks like it's already up, so it should be good to go. All right. Getting this amateur stream rolling.
Yeah. Oh, looks like it's working.
There we go.
Oh,
Yep.
and it's in the thing. Sweet. Okay. Good to go.
What's going on, Ragnar? How you feeling? Doing all right? We have some cat buddies around, but none of them are sleeping in the bed right now, so.
Yeah, Portia's over in the bucket.
Hey there, Natsu. Nice to see you. Welcome to the stream.
Hello.
All right, so did you already get your... Oh, there you go.
Yep.
I was just going to say, did you get your art thing set up?
Alright, and...
Your drawing area?
Yeah. Alright. What kind of background's gonna suit this guy?
We're doing good. Been busy as heck lately.
Yeah.
They've got me on 6-day work weeks at work, and Sash just started new classes and everything, so it's been busy.
Yeah, it's been crazy. It's been good though.
Then we've got Natsu from Fairy Tale, and we're going to be drawing Asta from Black Clover.
Yep. Here again. Here we go. So we're gonna hide that one because it's distracting.
So you're working on your background now?
Yep, I just was throwing a color back there, so whatever I do, decide to make it. Yeah.
Who knows, maybe we'll get lucky and all kinds of characters will show up tonight.
Alright, I recalibrated the faces like 3 times, but her face is still funky.
I think it looks fine, dear.
It just keeps randomly just gaping. My mouth's not actually doing
that. Ragnar, ever the ladies' man, aren't you?
My hair tie.
I don't know why Portia's insisting on sleeping over there right now.
Oh man, she looks comfy as hell.
I can't get the camera over there.
Yeah, it's way too far. Oh, that is way fine. See if we can zoom in on this a bit.
So how are you doing this evening, Natsu?
It is indeed evening.
Ah, yes, that's a good point. Might not be evening.
Okay, let's get this ball rolling. That is not a good way to start.
Ball rolling? Ballpoint pen? Or are you thinking of drawing his sword or no?
Oh god.
It's up to you. It's honestly a really simple looking sword.
It is.
Because they made it so big.
Yeah, I have to think about that.
Well, I mean, if you draw all the rust and everything, it could get pretty complicated, but...
Yeah. Color makes everything complicated.
I meant like if you did like the texture, like tried to draw the texture. Although I guess you could take like a red and then a black and do that like clouded, or it makes that one pattern you've got on the tablet that makes it look like cloudy.
Oh yeah, that one that I use all the time.
Yeah. I think I saw you use it as a background last time.
Yeah, I think I made some clouds or something.
So Natsu and Ragna, what have you guys been playing lately? Well, I saw you on Yakuza Kiwami the other night, maybe last night. Ragna? I've been wanting to get into that one, I just haven't yet. My backlog is huge. Oh wow, look at that, you've already got a head. Moving quick tonight.
Yeah, I'm a little more practiced drawing people than I am monsters, and like all the monsters are funky shaped. They're all different.
Ever the monster hunter, aren't we all?
Yep.
Natsu, are you excited about Behemoth coming up? I think it's gonna be really, really soon here.
Yeah, we keep thinking like for sure this week, and then nope.
Well, the event ended in Final Fantasy XIV now, so I'm thinking it's gonna be very soon. Because I think they're gonna run the they're gonna start the events at the same time. But Final Fantasy XIV had their Making It Rain campaign going on, but that just ended, so they are free to start an event. Yeah, Behemoth looks really, really big. I'm kind of wondering if he's going to be like an oversized Nergigante.
Yeah, I have a feeling they're going to use his, what do you call it?
His skeleton?
Yeah. They're going to slap his skin on there.
From what I was reading on the interviews between Yoshi P and the director of Monster Hunter, they're longtime friends, and they've been planning this collaboration for a long time, and I believe that Behemoth is actually getting its own brand new skeleton.
Man, they're serious.
Well, I mean, from what it sounds like Behemoth could actually be a main part of the game, like a permanent monster. And I think so. I think Rathalos is going to end up being a permanent part of Final Fantasy XIV.
Then they're probably going to make him like a fate mob or something.
I think he's going to be a trial, actually.
Cool. Man, I have the hardest time with Asta's eyes.
Oh, because they're pointed upward?
Yeah, they're like slanted.
He's got like a kind of... His eyes look like a leaf, honestly. Like a big leaf.
Yeah.
Like an upturned leaf. Because he's supposed to have that little bit of demon flair to him.
Yeah.
I've seen a lot of videos on Yakuza, Ragna. I've really been wanting to get into the series. Unfortunately, I haven't yet, and I'm kind of glad I waited since they're now remastering the entire thing. And I've been seeing videos for it. It looks hilarious. It looks like it has a lot of charm to it.
Drawing smooth lines with a pencil and on a tablet. It's so different. I mean, he looks like a lunatic.
Doesn't Asta normally look like a lunatic? I think that's kind of his thing.
I guess he kind of does. Nope.
You know, Ragna, it's actually kind of too bad that Monster Hunter doesn't have a hand-to-hand mode, now that you mention fighting him barehanded. I think it'd be a fun weapon style. Do like gauntlets or something.
Go truly naked.
Sort of like, kind of like from Devil May Cry, if they added something like that. I'll get your cat.
Oh. He came back in style. I need to sit back a little bit. I don't know about that mouth shape, but...
Yeah, Arch-Tempered Val is a pain, but at least he's not as bad as Kieran was. Yeah. Well, in our opinion.
I think that's the general consensus, too.
Yeah, it seems like everything's coming out in August, Ragna. Freaking, like... I think there's at least, like... There's like 10 games coming out that I want in August.
Yeah, and this fall is pretty crazy looking, too.
Yeah, whatever's not coming out, whatever's not coming out in August is coming out in September.
Yeah, or there's a lot coming out in October, too. Red Dead's October.
I'm glad they pushed back Red Dead, at least to that point, because everything else is coming out in August or September. It's just too much when they bring out so many games all at once.
Yeah, I don't know when I'm going to have time to play any of those.
And I remember when they used to bring them all out in the holidays. Octopath does look really good. I believe I pre-ordered it.
Like that?
I hope I did. Because the graphics in that look fantastic. They really take me back to the good old days, but prettier.
I can't remember if I pre-ordered Red Dead or not, but I need to make sure I do, because one of the pre-order horses is awesome. Like a gray draft horse. That's my thing.
Red Dead has a lot of different versions you can pre-order, but they're doing like they did with Mass Effect Andromeda. None of them come with the game.
Wait, did what? They don't?
No, they don't. It's like you're ordering a whole bunch of just Red Dead merchandise. I mean, which is fine if you just want the merchandise.
No, it's not fun.
It's just, I don't know. You would think that they wouldn't, because I think a whole lot of people got mad at Mass Effect, which it's kind of a silly idea, bringing out the collector's edition that has no game. Captain Justice.
Oh dear.
I think the My Hero Academia game is coming out this fall as well. But yeah, Ragnar, once all the Yakuza games are out, the remasters and the newer ones, I think I'm just gonna go on a binge and play through the whole series. Ragnar wants to know if the horse has a jetpack.
Yeah, I don't think so, but it should.
Maybe its buttocks open up and it is a jetpack. You just ride it.
Does he have like an eyelid? He didn't look up a picture.
Asta? I don't know if I've... The only time he ever shuts his eyes, it seems like, is if he's getting hit by something.
Yeah. Let's see, let me bring out these images. Oh my god, I haven't even started on his hair yet. He does have an eyelid. Okay.
Yeah, it's just like a little double line at the top of his eye.
Yeah, just a little bit. There you go.
I guess that is kind of what an eyelid looks like when our eyes are open. Just a little extra skin flap there.
That's too much.
Asta, now bald.
Yeah, okay, and let's get started on that hair. His hair offends me, but we'll do it anyway.
What a way to cheap out on a drawing. It's like,
And
hey,
we're done.
So it turned.
Do you?
Now Ragnar just has this clear, the clear membrane that goes over his eye over here and there like lizards.
Well.
That way he never has to shut his eyes. He can just play games, watch anime, and do what he wants. He doesn't even have to sleep.
Sugoi. Man, that's scary. With this guy's freaking hair, like, what? Can you imagine his hair on, like, a real person?
I think I've seen cosplay that actually pulled it off pretty good.
It would look stupid.
It doesn't necessarily. I think with the hair, what they were going for is I think they were going for is like his eyes look demonic and the way his bangs on the sides come down and then up again. I think it's like supposed to be like horns to give him more of a demon look. Yeah, I agree, Ragnar. Sleep is a big waste of time. I wish.
It really is.
I can't wait till science defeats it. Holy crap, this song is from Halo 2.
Oh.
I haven't heard that in a long, long time.
Yeah, me neither. Oh, fudge. I gotta draw an ear.
Yeah, I think his whole look is supposed to be, it just kind of gives him kind of this demon face.
Just pretend this is an ear, okay? Oh.
It looks good, Ragnar, but I mean, honestly, if they're gonna be making those kind of games, I'd prefer they come up with another prototype. I really like the prototype games. They were just some of the most fun games ever. That and Incredible Hulk Ultimate Destruction back on Xbox. I don't know, I just like to run around cities and destroy stuff, really.
I think I played that one.
Hulk or prototype?
Hulk.
Yeah, it was the one where he could like smash a car up and he could either use it as like a skateboard, he could wrap both ends of the car around his fists like gauntlets, and
yeah, I think I definitely played that one.
he could punt cows over the horizon.
I probably didn't do that.
If you like Infamous, if you like that, you really like Prototype. You're a hero, but it's more like you're a really dark hero. Like if you want, you can go around and recharge your powers by feeding on the citizens of the city or whatever. It's a pretty brutal game, but it was so fun. Infamous was really good though. That was a good series. Kind of wondering where the newest one is though. Like, are they still planning to continue the series? It's been quite a while since Second Son came out. I think it was a PS4 launch title. Oh, right, his headband. He looks like he's just getting out of the gym or something. Or maybe,
This is about how it would look on real hair, but then you gotta go anime on top.
Well, since you haven't drawn the hair on the other side of it, it almost looks like he got a skull cap on him, like a beanie.
Yeah.
Infamous for Smash. What was the main character's name? Crap, I can't remember it now. I really just play action games for the action, so I have trouble remembering the characters. Unless it's Devil May Cry, I could tell you the biology of everyone, or the profile of everyone in Devil May Cry.
Hard to like rotate the tablet.
It is pretty big. It's a little bulky.
Yeah, maybe I should have gone with the smaller one. Is this a smaller one?
No, I've seen tablets that are a lot bigger than that. I don't really know how they use them. It's so big you might as well like make it a part of your desk or something.
I think for a lot of people it is. I know there are bigger versions, but there were like 2 that were this model. But it came in 2 different sizes, and I can't remember if I got the big one or the small one. Okay, now this is where it gets crazy. Get rid of that skull there.
It's getting crazy.
His hair. Because it like flops over the
front. That
front.
was it, yeah, Cole McGrath. I'm sorry, what were you saying?
It just flops over the front here, goes all crazy in that variety.
In that variety?
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure his little...
Because like
his tension gauge goes straight up, doesn't it?
Yeah,
they
his
usually
tension
do.
gauge is, yeah. Like, the way he is now, he looks pretty normal. But then you add this top part of hair, and that's where things get weird. Okay.
It's kind of funny when you think about Cole McGrath's name. Because it always makes me think of Jeremy McGrath. And in the game, he could grind on all the rails and everything and do different, like, tricks and stuff. So I wonder if there was any influence there. Because Cole McGrath sounds more like a sports character to me than a hero. Which, not to say that athletes aren't heroes, but I mean, like, action game hero. It looks like something's blowing up on the back of his head right now.
That's exactly what's happening.
Well, it looks like something hit him in the back of the head, and it's currently in the animation of exploding toward the front of his head. You know.
So that's why his hair is like that.
I think his hair's like that because everyone beats the crap out of him.
That could be. I need more room to do this stupid tension gauge.
That, and he's always working out.
Yeah.
It's hard to keep your hair up while you're working out.
Hell yeah, it is.
Travis Touchdown is one of the best names ever. Love that name. As well as the character. He's one of my favorite game characters.
What the crap kind of name is that, though? Is there anyone whose actual last name is Touchdown?
I'm pretty sure. It's just, it's like a name that sounds like a comic book character's name. Travis Touchdown.
Hard to do the flourishy type things on this tablet.
I think part of the irony with Travis Touchdown is that his last name is Touchdown, but the poor guy will never score. Ever.
I never got that.
He's got a pretty bad history when it comes to his love life, that's for sure. Say goodbye to your hair, Asta. Hasta la vista, Harry.
Sorry, guy, I gotta fix this. Or ruin it. Either way.
You could give him a big pompadour. Just throw all of his hair into the front and just pompadour it up. Rah, rah, rah.
That may be too crazy.
Yeah, you're right, he did. Although, I don't know, he had... I think that was a little too much that he had to go through for it. Travis.
May you find your proper path?
May you find your proper path? I loved all the voice clips from No More Heroes. Muda, 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 muda. Ra, 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 ra. Speaking of that, there's you saw they confirmed the Fist of the North Star game coming to the West. We're finally gonna get it.
Not sure about that. That looks insane.
Hmm? It looks fine to me, but...
Yeah, okay. His hair's pretty bad, so I mean...
It's kind of all over the place.
It's only so much I can do.
What about... Oh, there, you haven't donned that bang. That one that comes up like the horns. Swoosh up.
Oh, I forgot it.
That's like his characteristic. That's like the big characteristic of his hair.
Yeah. It's...
His little hair mandibles.
Yeah.
Hair horns.
You almost look normal there for a second.
Far to the South Moon. Sounds like a South Park episode. I'm looking forward to it. It looks like it should be good. Although I don't know if any Fist of the North Star game... I don't know if any Fist of the North Star game has actually had a good reception. I think they did a, what is it, like a Dynasty Warrior style one.
Oops. Have enough room down here for an arm?
Do you?
I guess I do.
God Hand was a bit of a gem back when it came out. A lot of people didn't realize it even came out. I remember they actually had some ads for that game that they had to censor. It was in the magazines. Showed the dude punching through that guy's head, like through his mouth and out the back of his head. But then they censored it after like a month of it being published in the magazines like that, and they censored it. They moved the fist out, like to where it was in front of the guy's face, like he was just punching him normally. But God Hand was a good game. It was wacky. I like those kind of games. You're moving right along with this. Yeah, I guess you are really used to drawing people more than monsters.
Yeah.
Zeracian. Well, she does have two, Ragna. Sasha Hand, a real gem of a game. Wish they made a sequel. But you do have two.
Oh, Sasha Hand too. It's the dumb hand. It was a mistake.
Your left hand.
Yeah, it never should have been a sequel. Doesn't do anything. Nothing happens. Oh.
We should have used the left hand for the first game. That way the sequel would be sure to be better.
Yeah. Speaking of hands, this one's gonna...
You know, if you could impose that to be like his back arm, like draw his chest in front of it, you could draw like the sword in his hand.
Oh, yeah, the sword. You did say something about that, huh? But then his thumb will be on wrong.
His thumb will be on wrong. And you would have to make it so you'd have to actually see his fingers.
Yeah. Fingers. No thanks.
Sasha really doesn't like drawing fingers.
Does anyone... Like, is there anyone out there that is just like, man, I get to draw the hands now. Woo.
I think there are some artists that really pride themselves on the hands, and they really like the way they look.
Maybe they pride themselves on them because they practiced and stuff, but do they genuinely like to draw them?
Well, if you look at like most art classes, when they actually show like realistic body parts, hands is something they like to do.
Because there's a lot to them. Hands are important and stuff.
Yeah, they can be a little important.
Very expressive. All the important things.
Your hands?
Yeah.
Expressive?
Expressive. You know when they zoom in on the hand and they clench it and it makes that leather sound and you're just like, oh, it's getting serious now.
Oh.
They're expressive.
I thought you meant like flipping someone off.
That too. I mean...
It's like expressive or expletive?
Both. Wrinkles or...
Even in that matchup, Ragna, Roy would still lose. As you said that, though, I imagine in my head I heard the Smash Brothers commentator saying it. Roy versus Roy versus Roy. Game. Kirby wins.
Okay.
Doesn't he have like some kind of checker on his collar? Like checkered pattern? If I remember correctly.
Let's get that picture of him back up.
I think I remember something like that.
Oh, he's got a little doodad on his,
He's got a doodad on his weehoo?
on his, what do you call
His
that?
collar actually ticks down. You see that at the tip? It's bent downward.
No, don't tell me I gotta, oh no! Don't tell me I gotta redraw the collar. No. I can't.
You could,
It didn't tick down in the anime.
I'm pretty sure that... Did it? That's what he looked like right there in the beginning.
Which one?
Third one from the left.
Yeah, this looks like it's from the anime.
Are
Yeah,
you...
so-
Well, he's got that cloak, that little mantle on,
Yeah, no, but forget that.
later on, after he gets his book.
Oh, you
Or
saw
joins the Knights.
You saw The Incredibles? What'd you think? We haven't seen it yet.
I've been hearing a lot of good things about it.
The first one was good.
I still have to watch the first one.
Ooh, Mirror's Edge music.
Oh, he's got a little cut in his shirt. Did you get that?
I
That
don't...
little split up. Oh, you
Bam.
stopped at his jacket. No.
It's there.
You just threw a little triangle at the bottom.
Yep.
You didn't have any seizures, right, Ragna? I've heard that The Incredibles is the first movie they've actually had to put a seizure warning on in quite a while. Yeah, it's got a lot of lighting, strobes and such, from what I heard. But I mean, it's The Incredibles. You're gonna have a lot of special effects.
Yeah, I think most movies would be like that nowadays.
Yeah,
First
person Mario,
That
and
is so true, though.
and you can kill actual people.
Yeah. Well, I mean, Mario does kill some Goombas and stuff.
Okay, I guess I can concede that Goombas are people too.
In a way. Yeah, that's good. No one wants seizures. I guess I gotta, like, actually do some colors or something now.
Anytime I think of epilepsy, I think of that. I used to work for GameStop, and there was one day this lady and her little boy came into the store, and So they were looking at some games, and something, the kid had epilepsy, and something set him off.
Ugh.
And he started having a seizure there in the store, and his mom started panicking, and she said that we need to call the ambulance. So I called the ambulance, but she was worried that he was going to end up swallowing his tongue or biting it. So I remember the only thing I could think of was, because I was behind the counter, she needed something to put in his mouth to make sure that he had something to bite down on. And the only thing I could think of was I opened up the N64 games drawer and grabbed Donkey Kong 64. I jumped over the counter and I pried his mouth open and put it in his mouth, and yeah, he nearly bit through that thing. But
Ooh.
it kept him from damaging his, well, I don't know about his teeth, but at least his tongue or anything.
Yeah.
Until the ambulance got there.
Got a little triangle doodad on this thing there.
So yeah, she bought the game though. She paid full price for it afterward, and she said, "I'm gonna keep this." And it had like these teeth marks, and he bit into it pretty hard.
I can't really blame her. I probably would have done the same.
I was like, I'll sell it to you so long as you're willing to keep it. Don't buy it just because you feel you have to. Make it a keepsake.
I'm sorry that I'm showing you all the gritty details on this. Oh my god, what is happening?
So, Nintendo and Donkey Kong saved a life that day.
Why? Man, I zoom in and all hell breaks loose. What is all this?
How did you... Whoa, you zoomed way in there. You could put a lot of detail. What is going on? What are you doing?
I don't know.
It looks like you got some crazy exclamation mark back there and you're giving him stick wings.
I can't seem to get it to undo. So I'm just gonna pretend that didn't happen.
You bite it, you buy it.
And Krita just lost its mind. I'm sorry.
Back then, we actually had, like... I think we had, like, 50 copies of Donkey Kong 64 at all times.
Oh my god.
It was way overproduced. Like, we had, like, almost a whole shelf devoted to that one game.
So that's why it was Donkey Kong?
And you know, it's GameStop, so... They're giving, like, 15 cents or something for it and selling it for $9.99.
Dad.
Ragnar says he thought Asta had a hobo stick there for a second.
A hobo stick? Do. Okay. Zoom back out and hope Krita doesn't have a heart attack. Oh, you can still read it. Oh, I thought it was gonna, like, disappear when I zoomed out.
What?
I wrote doodad on his doodad.
You wrote doodad on it, really?
I can't find a picture of it, like, close up. All I know is that it's vaguely triangle shaped, but I can't find the details big enough. So, there they are.
You can't just zoom in on that picture?
I clicked on it and it got smaller.
Hmm? Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
So apparently that is a zoomed in version, and that was the best I could find, so, but, there it is.
It's actually the Triforce. Or a piece of it. I didn't know what to do with that, like, bird's nest on the front of his face, but... Does Asta ever stop yelling, though?
Yeah, does his voice actor get better?
What does he do if he just wants to, like, whisper to himself or something? Or if he just has to whisper, like...
Does he still yell in his internal dialogue? Like when he's thinking to himself?
I think he does, if I remember correctly.
Oh my god.
He's like, if I have to suffer with myself, everyone around me has to suffer.
Let's make a new layer for some colors that I don't want to do. He's got like a dark blue shirt. That might be a little bit too dark.
Actually looks pretty good up close. Looking good.
Yeah, I actually thought it was gonna look worse.
Yeah, Ragnar, that's what I've heard, is that the manga is really good because what I've heard is that the manga actually moves at a pretty good pace. It doesn't waste a lot of frames or panels. Like, it actually has really meaningful stuff going on pretty much every page. Not a bunch of fluff or filler. So the story moves along quite quickly compared to most shonen stuff.
This cuff is white. Yeah. I go, oh, I'm just about to drop my pen.
Isn't his shirt like kind of bluish?
Yeah, it's blue. But I like this kind of green blue better.
Isn't it all gonna get lost in translation there, though, since it's all black?
Hmm? Not black.
It's not?
It's like dark blue green.
Oh, okay. I'm only colorblind every here and there. But it's usually when it counts.
Oh?
Yeah. Like if I'm playing Keep Talking and No One Explodes.
Oh.
Got the blue wire. All of a sudden they're all blue. Why? Kaboom.
Does that game have like a colorblind friendly version mode?
I don't know. I think their message would probably be, if you're colorblind, you shouldn't be trying to disarm bombs.
Probably. Okay. How am I gonna make this brighter? That's just a completely different color, Greta. Oh wait, this looks...
I think Yokai Watch would be pretty good for the Switch. I mean, it did really well on the 3DS, so...
What is our light source?
Hmm?
Light source.
Light source. Oh, you're trying to figure out where to put reflection stuff? Reflections?
Yeah.
Lighter points?
Let's just make it from, like, over here. Okay.
Yeah, light often comes from above, so I think you're pretty safe there.
Yeah.
No momento. I need to get my... Do you see my charger over there? Because this is about to die.
Your charger? Is that the one that is like a...
Flat.
Looks like the Switch stuff?
Flat. Yes. Man, Porsche just does not want to come over here.
Yeah. Man, she looks comfy. Oh, I found it. Voila.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
So Natsu, is this first time you've been to one of our streams? Your name is familiar, but I'm not sure if I'm remembering it because of the fact that you're a familiar character as your name, or
I want to say he's been to maybe not an art stream, but I think I've seen his name in a regular stream. I remember.
soon we will gather them all.
Mm.
Well, good to meet you then, Natsu. If you have any requests, we do take requests. This was actually from Ragna here.
Yeah. And this is, I think, the last one that I've got in my log of requests. I'll have to check my phone wherever it is and make sure I'm not forgetting anyone, but I think this was the last one.
What we want to do is we actually want to get people to, as well as the requests for like characters, video game, and otherwise, we'd like to get people to send us pictures of their pets. So far Twitter hasn't been working, so we're thinking maybe Facebook might be easier.
Yeah, that could work.
I know the Facebook is set to let anyone post, so.
Yeah, and I set the settings on the Twitter so they'd be the same, but it still doesn't seem to be working.
It's been a pain in the butt. If we don't have any other requests, Ragnar, then you can ask whatever you want, I would think.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
I don't see any point in putting rules on it while we don't really have many people to ask, so. If we ever get to where we have, you know, like several people that have requests, then since we're only doing one stream a week, then yeah, I think at that point we'd probably put a rule on it, but.
Yeah, and I'd probably prioritize anyone who hadn't gotten one yet, but, since I don't have one going right now, if you got something you want, I will draw it. Does his bandana match his... It's black, isn't it?
I don't think his bandana matches the rest of his clothes. Not exactly, anyway.
I think it's black.
He's coming along quite nicely.
It was really fast to draw. It's been a while since I drew people, but that was like all I drew in like high school and stuff.
Yeah, see if you can. Oh, hey, what's up, Retro? Welcome to the stream.
Hello.
Yeah, if you want to request, feel free.
Yeah, go for it.
So far, it's been mostly game and anime characters, but I mean, it doesn't have to be just that.
Yeah, Ragnar's gonna try to send his cat, and we can try to make that video game related somehow. Draw him as like a Nargacuga or something. We'll figure it out.
Yeah, kind of like video game or monsterize the cats or dogs or whatever you got. Be kind of cool if you had like a husky puppy or something. You could turn him into a little Janoga Dogo.
Yeah.
Zenogre. I keep forgetting it. The English version is Zenogre.
Yeah.
We played Monster Hunter in Japanese a lot, so.
Yeah, we played Portable Third.
Well, no worries, Retro. Whatever you like, feel free to ask.
Yep, we can draw whatever.
Sasha's looking for practice in all areas, so.
Yep. I can't guarantee it'll come out well, but I will try anyway.
I mean, I might be biased, but I think everything so far has come out great. You see that? Bender from Futurama.
Robots.
Not just robots. That is a Western art robot.
Oh goodness, Western. I will try.
Bender's probably one of the funniest characters to ever grace a series, though.
Yeah, he was pretty funny.
I love Bender. Retro says thank you.
No problem.
So we do our streams. We try to stay dedicated to every Tuesday at around 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. Things have been a little hectic lately. Last week we had to skip a week because of work and such, but hopefully we'll be able to keep it on Tuesdays from here on.
Yeah, we should be able to.
Ragnar says, When it's his turn again, he wants to request Kiryu Kazuma.
I don't know if I've heard of that one. Who's that?
One second.
I'm gonna Google it.
I'm horrible with names. Oh, yeah, from Yakuza.
Oh man, like an actual real looking dude. Crap.
Yeah, that should be a good challenge for you.
Man, bringing the challenges tonight.
Look at that. He's a handsome man, though.
Even more difficult. I could draw an ugly dude all day.
Nah, Kazuma's a good-looking dude. And you get to draw a suit on him, too? Although, actually, Kazuma, from what I've seen, Kazuma kind of comes in a little bit of everything, depending on what part of the game you're at.
Yeah.
But I know his leisure suit is, like, his biggest thing. You could draw him busting a dance move on the dance floor.
This I could do. Man, action pose though. Goodness.
You just throw out one foot and one leg and then have him point into the sky, do that classic disco pose. Ragnar says, good challenge. Gotta go with the realistic human.
Oh dear.
The funny thing about Kazuma, he has an extreme case of resting bitch face. Like, he always looks mad.
Man, I can relate.
I can as well. Everyone's always telling me, smile, Roy, smile. It's like, I am smiling. It's just on the inside.
How does shadows even work? I don't know.
Actually, I like the way that looks. Even if you didn't perceive it as a shadow, it looks like a cool, like, flame effect.
Let's just pretend that's what I was going for.
No, the lighting is looking good.
Let's see.
Does he, Ragnar? I'll have to look that up on YouTube to prove it. He says that he's
he
smiling.
does. And maybe that's what I'll draw.
Draw the rare smiling.
Uh-oh, did Milo kill the music?
He did, but it's actually, now that he's down here.
Yeah, we could set up a cat cam.
There we go. Yeah, I can't stand it either, Ragnar. Everyone always, if you're not smiling all the time, it's like, why do you have to be smiling all the time?
Yeah, totally unnecessary.
I mean, I guess it's nice to see people smile, but...
Oh, here. Oh.
It's fine.
You got enough slack?
Yeah.
Okay.
Trying to get the cat cam set up because Milo came and graced us with his presence. Well, maybe I don't.
Crap, I gotta come up with like a skin tone.
Oh yeah, that seems like it would be a little bit difficult.
Yeah.
All the references, he looks pretty yellow at points, but the lighting effects.
Yeah. That's pretty generic.
As soon as I get the camera untangled, he leaves.
Oh, Milo. Where are you going? You're on a mission.
You can probably hear him stomping away.
Yeah.
He's a pretty heavy cat, that's why you can hear him.
Yeah, he big.
He definitely acts like he is.
Oh, well that would explain a lot.
I don't remember much about Black Clover at all.
I remember he got a special book.
I'd say that is a pretty good skin tone.
Yeah, I think it'll work.
You could just put a little bit of it here and there, like a suntan lotion. At least his hair. Oh, what are you gonna do about his hair? Just gonna leave it white, or?
Huh.
It is white, but I'd say it's more like a eggshell.
Yeah, I'll probably do like gray accents to make it look like hair in the darker parts, and then yeah, maybe leave some of it white.
Ah, I like the way you think.
What is his eye color? Is that like a light blue or?
I think it's like a light green, maybe?
Crap.
Look at you go with the skin tone.
Working out.
I was gonna say, you're gonna leave that part next to his mouth white like he's foaming at the mouth? 'Cause I would think that'd be canon.
Yep. Oh, there go his teeth.
He'll rub a little skin on his teeth.
Yeah. Oh. Iconic.
Oh yeah, everyone knows this.
Halo menu music. Does he have fingernails? I don't feel like giving him fingernails.
For some reason I was thinking he wore gloves. But he doesn't, don't worry about it.
God.
As soon as I said that, she looked up at the reference like, oh crap.
Don't scare me like that. Running around with the rusty sword, you probably should have gloves.
Too soon, Ragna, too soon. The other thing that whenever I hear the word like seizures, I think about is when they brought Pokemon over here from Japan.
Oh yeah, that's usually what I think about. Why do you have my cat? I'm looking up right now.
I don't know.
Do I have your cat? Oh, sorry.
I don't know. You blocked the screen.
I sure did. Oh, look at me.
Look at you. You're on mine.
Okay,
there
we're
you
good
go.
now. Alright. Didn't need that reference anyway.
Yeah,
What
it's
color
like
is his doodad? It's like
I remember when Pokemon came over from Japan, is they had that episode over there that caused it was a lot of kids all at once had a seizure over an episode.
ooh.
So David Letterman gets wind of this and he's like, "Hey, what would be the best thing to do about this? Good ideas, good ideas. I know, let's show the episode or the part of the episode that caused seizures on my show."
Oh my god.
So he actually brings he starts talking about the episode of Pokemon, and he was actually calling it Pocket Monsters, I think, because that's the actual Japanese name. No, it might have been Pokemon by that point. That's what they call it over here, but I know in Japan it's Pocket Monsters.
Yeah.
Anyway, he's like, "Hey, let's in front of our live audience, let's go ahead and show this part that made all these kids have seizures." And then, of course, nothing happened. No one got hurt or anything, but it was like maybe 2 months after that, all of a sudden the first Pokemon Red, Blue were announced coming to Game Boy, and we started getting the episodes. I actually really love David Letterman, but that was I still remember that to this day because I was just a kid.
Oh, this music? I don't recognize those buildings. Kinda looks like the towns from Final Fantasy X, but that they wouldn't be top down like that.
No, I'm trying to remember what town that is. It does look familiar, but I can't recognize it. I can't place it at the moment.
It looks like a PlayStation game?
Yeah, it was PlayStation. I think it was in. I think it might have been in Lagaya. Honestly.
Oh, maybe. I forgot the color of his ear.
No, not Lagaya. Maybe Saga Frontier. It does sound hauntingly familiar, though, and I can't place it. That's irritating me. But back on the topic of David Letterman, I think because of him, we can be thankful that we actually have Pokemon, because he popularized it within one night. The world suddenly was like, or all of America was like, you know what? We need Pokemon now.
Oh, I hit a button. I hope it didn't do anything. I need to know what color to make the inside of his mouth.
The inside of his mouth?
Yeah.
If you just have the teeth, though, can't you do...
It's not all teeth.
Really?
No.
It could be. I mean, it looks like he's just got a toothy grin. Although, yeah, you're right. In almost all the pictures, his mouth is hanging agape.
Yeah.
It's like wide open. But whenever it's not wide open, he's got a big toothy grin. So...
I think this will work.
We are back to Halo music now.
Halo music?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Sounds like something out of Legend of Zelda or something.
Halo had quite a few moments where it had really good, like, chill music. But Halo was a series that was really good at making you appreciate the calmer times in the story, since 95% of it was so hectic and crazy and gunfights and everything, but it did make you appreciate the finer points, the quiet times. Pretty sure this one is coming from Halo ODST, though. I think it's the chill music from that one. I wasn't the biggest fan of ODST.
That's really red. His tongue's on fire. That looks kind of peachy.
Peachy?
That looks like skin tone. That needs to be more...
Ragnar, you've never played a Halo game? You really don't like Western games, do you?
like pink. Oh, no.
I mean, I can't blame you, especially lately, but there were some good Western games. Did you just try to look in my mouth?
No? What? Who does that? That's weird.
What? Do you need me to stick my tongue out for you or something?
What the hell color is a tongue?
It's like this.
It really is pink, huh?
Yeah, they tend to be pink if they're in decent shape.
It's like legit pink. It's not red or anything.
Yeah, I mean, why would it be red? I haven't been, sipping on Kool-Aid or, the blood of my enemies or anything recently.
I don't know why I was convinced tongues were red. I guess you don't really pay attention to these things until you actually have to draw them.
Yeah, Grand Theft Auto is good. What about Red Dead? Have you ever played Red Dead, Ragnar?
I think we asked it the last time. I'm always talking about Red Dead. And I think the answer was no.
Right. I think you're right. That's what happens when you have the memory span of a paper towel, though.
A paper towel?
Paper towel. You take it to one stain, or you have it do its job once, and then it's done. So you have memory of a paper towel. You do it, and then you throw it away. That's how my memories work. They happen, and then they're gone.
Oh. That sounds a bit like me. His hair is actually kind of gray. Like more on the gray side than white. So, okay, I think I'm gonna do like a gray base color and add in some white shinies and some dark gray shadows.
If your tongue's not pink, Ragnar, then yeah, you might want to go to the doctor.
Hmm? I've missed
He
some
said
things.
his tongue's not pink. If you would raise your references up a little bit, you could actually see the chat.
You know what? Let's move it over here. I don't need this to be this big anyway. That's all I need. There we go.
Sasha has no aspect. I was looking at Retro Aspect's name. Sasha has no concept of screen management or properties at all.
Nope.
What was that? You had a little blood in his hair.
Yeah, I don't know where that came from because I had the eraser pointed at the screen and it was like, what? You want pink? Alright, let's get a nice gray color.
Natsu hasn't played Halo either. Man, that just kind of shows that the series has fallen from grace, I guess.
Yeah, man.
It was such a good series. I really liked Halo.
Yeah, the early ones were good. I haven't played the recent ones, so I don't know about those, but Halo 1, Halo 2, I think I played Halo 3, but Halo 1 and Halo 2 were best. Did I say 3? I meant 2.
Did I say green? I meant blue.
Halo 1 and Halo 2.
Mario Tennis? No, we haven't tried it yet. We've been hearing it's pretty good. Yeah.
What?
Just came out.
Fudge.
Everyone's been making fun of on social media. I've been seeing, because since he wasn't in Smash, everyone's been talking about how Waluigi has.
Oh, Waluigi?
He's getting such a. Luigi's in Smash. It's Waluigi that didn't end up in there. I think he should have been. I was thinking the whole time when they showed the roster, I was like, Waluigi? Waluigi? Well, no. Nah, Luigi.
Wah.
Wah.
You do it better.
Waluigi. Waluigi.
Crap, I hope his gray hair doesn't blend in with his highlights on his headband here.
We probably should try Mario Tennis, though. We like those kind of games. We're waiting for Sonic Racing.
Yeah.
We love Sonic All-Stars Racing. Can't wait for the new one to come out.
Oh, I got some gray on his forehead. There we go.
Yeah, I'm not into all the shooters. I kind of like when they have, like, some... I don't know, they have to be sort of sci-fi-ish for me to really get into them.
Yeah, or if they're, like, Overwatch, they have a nice style or something, I'll play them.
Yeah. Overwatch got a little bit old, but we used to play the crap out of it. We actually have an unboxing on the collector's edition. It was
one of our first videos, I think.
I think our second video we ever did was the Overwatch collectors, but don't ever look those up.
They're bad.
They were horrible, man.
We didn't even have a set. We just, like, opened it on the floor.
No, it was on those two tables we had, remember?
Was it really? Are you sure?
So we had these two little crappy corner tables, and we just threw some foam over the top of them and a blanket over that.
I thought that was our second setup. I thought the first unboxing we just did on the floor. I'd play that.
Well, I mean... if you go with the scope on a lot of the guns in Monster Hunter, it's kind of first-person-ish.
I mean, yeah. But like, if it were, like, you remember when in what was it, Peace Walker, when they had you fight a Rathalos?
Yeah, Peace Walker, you fought not a Rathalos. It was no, you did. There was a Rathalos fight, but then there was also a Metal Gear mixed with like it was like if they took one of the monsters and turned it into Metal Gear.
Mm-hmm.
That's what it was. Yeah.
Yeah.
I really liked the Metal Gear and Monster Hunter collabs. They were fun.
Yeah. But in that you're like fighting monsters with real weapons. I think that's kind of cool.
Yeah, I used to play a lot of Call of Duty Natsu way back. I just haven't played them in ages. I haven't really felt the desire to. After they got so popular, I don't know, this like I think it was the online culture that kind of drew me away from it.
Mm-hmm.
It was hard to find like I don't know, decent people to play with.
Yeah, I've never been on the Call of Duty scene ever.
Pajama Sam.
Yep.
What about Leisure Suit Larry? He's been gone. He's been off the scene for a long time. That's looking pretty good. You're almost making him look like a character off of The World Ends With You.
Yeah, my stuff always ends up looking a little Tetsuya Nomura-ish. He's my idol.
Yeah, she's a fangirl.
My idol.
Tetsuya Nomura. All I have to do is if I see something that I like, Nomura designed it. Oh, get it, buy it, get it.
Mine. Give me. His art style is bae. Oh, I screwed up.
Yeah, back on like Xbox, like original Xbox, like old, the much older ones. I used to be able to hop on a game, like even shooters, and we could just play, and like you could actually chat with people, and it was cool. You could get a group together and actually make some friends, but that just doesn't seem to be the culture anymore with most competitive online games. It's difficult to find someone that you can just kind of connect with, you know, outside of hate mail.
I don't really get hate mail so much as like weird profiles like, hey, I'm this age and I'm this kind of person. You want to play sometime? Like, what? What? Is this like a job application?
You have to apply for friends. You mean the world's end with you? The world ends with you on Switch? I think it's on Switch.
Yeah. Is that out now? I think it might be.
Ragnar said it has a Japanese release. I know we're getting it as well. I don't know if there's any kind of date yet, though. Ragnar, I wouldn't be surprised if Kingdom Hearts was released and then they released it like as a DLC episode. And then they start releasing all the DLC and different parts of it. You gotta buy a Blu-ray to see this part of it. You gotta play a mobile app game for this part.
Man, if they're like, you gotta pay to go play this world, I would do it. But I mean,
if you want to play this world, you've got to go get your paper in the mail and do a crossword puzzle for that world.
Whatever you want, Square, I will do it. Just give it to me.
I thought they confirmed it for the Western release. I just didn't think they had a date on it yet. That could be just wishful thinking on my part.
Oh no, our music died. What is this error? I've never seen anything like that.
I'm sure it's as simple as telling it to start again.
I hope so. Oh, what'd you do? Was that a TV error or was it YouTube?
I don't know.
You don't know?
Hey,
It's
Bree,
magic.
what's going on?
Oh, it's Bree.
It is Bree. Hope you're doing well on this fine, hot-ass evening. Freaking summer's killing me so far.
Yeah, it's warm.
What gets me is the humidity. I hate it.
Yeah, it didn't rain, so it was nice today.
I want my dry heat.
Just about time to add some interesting stuff to the hair.
Interesting stuff. So what are we going to be adding that's interesting? Amen, Ragna. Winter.
Yes, winter. Please.
Well, I kind
Or
of dig
fall.
the fall.
Yeah, fall's nice too. Anything remotely cold.
Oh.
Oh no.
I did tweet about it. I tweeted, but sorry, Bri. Yeah, that would be my bad.
How could you?
Well, thank you for dropping by, Bree. I will be sure to let you know first and foremost every time from here on out. Just don't kill me.
Knows where you live.
She does.
Like that color. I noticed something was missing skin.
Old. What? Come on. You're as young as spring. Or spring. Shit. I messed that one up. I can't remember what. Spring chicken. You're spring chicken. That's what it is.
And I don't even Snapchat, so I can't talk on social media stuff.
We're
at all.
horrible with apps. Like social media. Our Facebook hardly ever sees any kind of activity. Our Twitter's the same.
Yeah, I can't remember the last time I put anything on my personal Facebook.
We really should be more active, but work and school and everything, it kind of makes it a little bit difficult.
Yeah. What is his eye color? Like,
It looks... Is it green? I'm pretty sure it's like a green.
is it art? Or is it like gray?
Bree says you should sell this artwork.
I don't know about that. It was pretty generic. And it's not my dude. I didn't design this guy, so.
I think it's really good, but I don't really know how many people would actually buy art anymore unless they go to like a con.
Yeah.
You go to a con and get prints, but
I gotta look at his eye color.
I've been telling her to get the DeviantArt set up.
I made one, and then I
Set
think they're
up.
green.
There's a difference between just making an account, giving it a name, and then actually setting it up so people can look at it.
This is true. There is a difference.
She's like, oh, we'll throw just Kitty Bit Games. And boom.
I think
Not even put any art on it.
I think they're green. That looks green. Yeah, they're green. Okay.
Oh, his eyes? You're still figuring it out?
Yeah, they're green.
You got it?
They're green.
Okay. Give that boy's eyes some color.
I mean, it'd be cool to go to cons and stuff and talk to people about art and stuff.
Oh, like set up a booth in the artist alley?
Yeah.
Yeah, you've got the talent for it. I think you could.
I mean, I don't know about that, but... Oh, Elder Scrolls music. But, like, I don't know. All the people at like Akon and Anime Fest and stuff, they got mad skills. Green. It's kind of a gray green.
Well, even if you don't think that your skills are particularly mad. You've got skills, so all you gotta do is polish them.
I'm practicing.
They get more angry as you go.
What does?
Your mad skills.
Oh.
So you say right now they're like...
Oh.
They're like chill skills. You got chill skills, not mad skills. They're chill skills.
Yeah, I don't know.
Actually, Ragna, here in Texas, we have a lot of anime conventions.
Mm-hmm.
We've got the oldest one in the country, Akon. I think
Yeah.
it's 20... It's going on 30 years old now.
Yeah, we missed Akon this year. I'm kind of sad, but it's like they moved out to Fort Worth, so...
Yeah, it's not around Dallas anymore, unfortunately.
Yeah. Oh, that's scary.
We've got Anime Fest in August that we're hoping Bree will attend with us. Her first anime convention. There's actually a brand new anime convention that's starting here this December. It's very first year.
Oh yeah, are we gonna check that one out?
Yep. Anime conventions, if you catch them early on in their lifetime, they're pretty cool. There's a lot less people. It's not so crazy crowded, so it's more of like a family kind of a family atmosphere. Nice and chill. No need to be scared, Bree. It's just a bunch of people that share a love for something that all get together and enjoy it together. Like everyone's a big family.
I get kind of scared because it's a lot of people, but everybody's nice.
They have concerts, dealers' rooms, you can go shopping. Wouldn't recommend buying stuff at a convention though. They tend
it's
to
expensive. Unless you're getting
gouge.
art, then...
Yeah, go to the artist gallery, or artist alley usually. They have a bunch of independent artists, local artists, and you can help support them. And a lot of them do better stuff than a lot of the pros, in my opinion.
They are super good.
And most cons even have stuff like a Rocky Horror Picture Show night. Everyone gets all dressed up in drag, and
Oh goodness.
they all just have a party.
Oh, okay.
The concerts can be pretty cool though. It kills me that this is the first year I've missed Akon in years. And they had
was there.
They had Bradio this year, yeah.
Ah, man, I love Bradio.
If you're not familiar with them, it's the guys who did the opening for Death Parade.
Yeah. Man, freaking love Bradio.
I just love disco music, and they do it really well. Rocky Road Ice Cream.
I just like that dude's voice.
Man,
That's
Rocky Road
fair.
Ice Cream sounds good.
Yeah, ice cream sounds good.
Ragnar, you reminded me, I have pudding in the fridge.
Yeah.
Holy crap,
What?
I have pudding. I made some last night.
When the crap did you make pudding? Why didn't
You
I
went
get
to
any?
sleep at like granny time. You were out by like 9.
That's
You left me
bedtime.
with no choice. I was left with no other choice than to make pudding.
No, me going to bed means you have to make pudding.
Yes. I was all alone and I needed something sweet in my mouth. So I grabbed some instant pudding and I made it. It was good. It was okay. It wasn't really that good. It was just okay.
I want pudding. This is not...
Cookie dough ice cream is this one's favorite.
Yes. Ah, I love cookie dough ice cream.
Man, that's kind of weird that Ragna names my favorite and Natsu names yours. The pudding.
Pretty.
I'll put a picture of it up on Twitter. It's all grainy because I didn't even use the whisk to beat it.
What,
to
you
beat
didn't
the.
even use what?
I beat it, but not well. I I used the whisk, but I got tired. I got tired.
You got tired. Did you cook it?
No, it was instant. I just
What?
poured some milk into a big bowl with some pudding sauce.
Oh my god. Why can't I get... Well, okay, well... My skin tone might just have to be flat, because...
You know, Ragna, when I actually first heard of cookie dough, I thought that too, but once I tried it, I was like, dang. My life's been pretty bad up to this point.
I like to eat everything not cooked, so...
Oh,
anything's
yeah.
raw version sounds better to me. Even if it's things you probably shouldn't eat raw.
At least she doesn't try to eat chicken raw.
Yeah, no, that's a bad idea. And that really doesn't sound appealing either. That would be one of the few things.
Yeah. Uncooked chicken has got a rough texture. It's all gooey.
You're not supposed to do that. Yeah.
Yeah. Parasite. Bree, speaking of Parasite, that was another anime I thought
that's a good anime.
you would like. It's called Parasite, but instead of an I at the end, it's a Y. That is a really good show. You should check that one out when you got time. That's really good. I like that one.
Is this, what's it called?
Can you guess it? You're cheating. You're looking at the image. You're looking right at the image.
It's so grainy. I don't know what the hell's going on there. Never mind. I don't know what this is.
For a second, you had an icon on Asta's nose right there, and it looked like a booger was flying out of it. I'm like...
Oh, this?
Yep. Ragnar knows the one. Parasite the Maxim. That was a really good one. I read it as a manga when I was really young. That was actually one of the very first manga that I ever read. Probably not the best manga to read when you're a kid.
And the first one I read was Rama Hafu, or Rama One Half. Or how the hell you say that?
Ranma One Half.
Rama One Half?
Because he's on the one half male, on the other half female.
Yeah.
Nah, Brie, if you like it, there's... Of course, if you like it, there's no reason to be embarrassed by it at all. You embrace it. You enjoy it. Because honestly, I mean, I think anime does a better job with a lot of themes that movies just can't do. Like, it just, they can convey certain aspects of stories. Like, I don't know. Anime can just do so much more, in my opinion. That is a very good question, Ragna. I think the rights for it went between several different publishers over the years, and I think someone bought it up and didn't allow the rights out again for a while. But yeah, the original Parasite manga came out, I believe, I think it was 80, I think it was 88, 1988 or 1989, somewhere in there. It's funny, the way I actually came across manga, so it wasn't always in the form it is now in America. When they actually first released it, they released it exactly in the form that we have American comics, you know, the big,
weird.
like a magazine. So it was made like that. And I remember we used to go, my mom and I used to go to this, it's called Texas Drug Warehouse. That's I probably shouldn't have, I should have omitted the name of the place. It was like a place, it was like a pharmacy, but like it was more, you could get anything there. It's like a big kind of discount store, like a department store. I remember they had these like pre-boxed bundles of comics, and we go in there, and every time we went, my mom would let me have one comic. So I would get that because there's 3 comics in it. So I thought I beat the system. Like, hi, you buy one comic. It was the same price as a comic, but you get 3, so it was great. Well, there was always one manga mixed in with those. And I don't know who was like supposed to vet those things, but the manga that came in those, that was not kid friendly, like at all.
Oh,
Like
so the comics were, but
the comics were like Spider-Man and Venom and X-Men and stuff, and then when you get to the back, you'd find this manga, and it was like Parasite. And if you've seen Parasite, you know it's graphic, like the way they transform their faces and everything, and you know people are getting beheaded and stuff. And there were even a couple in there that had straight, full-out nudity and sexual content.
I don't know what it is about anime style, but people who don't know what it is, they just get the idea that it's all kid friendly just looking at it. Like I remember when
Wait,
my
for anime?
yeah,
Hmm.
like one of my friends, when I started reading manga, she got some too. And her
Mm-hmm.
mom tried to go and buy her some, and she didn't know what she was getting. And she got her, oh, what was it? Abenobashi?
Oh, Magical Shopping Arcade?
Yeah.
Abenobashi?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a great one. It had some really rough content in it, though.
If we were in like middle school or something, it was bad.
Oh, did you get the part where he was like fighting in the giant mech in space and he ends up losing his spacesuit? So he's doing the whole fight like naked?
I don't know, I didn't read it, but all I know is that she did, and she was very confused as to why her mom bought it for her.
All right.
What
We
is
got
this?
some jazz going.
Yeah, it suddenly got real loud.
I don't know. I always got the idea, at least when I was growing up. Welcome back, Natsu. So when I was growing up, uh, everyone was like, "Oh, that's that." Back then, it was called. It was actually. It had some pretty derogatory terms for it. Japanimation is what people called it. Really, as a horrible term for it. But back then, they called anime that, and everyone was like, "Oh, those adult cartoons. Those are the ones that
Really?
have all the sex and the tentacle stuff and everything." That's what like was the initial everyone understood, because La Blue Girl was like a very well-known hentai back then, and it unfortunately got some credit. It made it mainstream in the news, and then from then on for like years anime just had this stigma that all of them were like that, and it really put it in a bad spot for quite a while. I think it kept it from growing for at least half a decade.
Oh, that's too bad.
Yeah, just as Ragnar just said, that's unfortunately that's the stigma that still a lot of older folks will still just, as soon as they think anime, oh, well, that's just those nasty cartoons.
I feel like if they know anything about it, that's the idea that they get, but if they've never even heard of it and they look at it, they assume it's for kids.
Well, there were a few series that happened in the 90s, like on MTV. I'm sure a lot of you remember Aeon Flux. So they were trying to be stylish with it, but also sexy. And MTV back in the 90s was very mainstream, like everyone watched it. So you'd just be kind of hanging out watching music videos, then all of a sudden Aeon Flux would start. And it was all like crazy, weird, contorted, skinny people, doing all these lewd things, and like they put so much emphasis on like when they would have these awkward tongue kisses and everything, like
Oh, goodness.
oof. It did not help the image at all, because everyone was calling that anime when it actually wasn't. It was Western productions.
Oh.
Yeah, Ragnar's got the right idea. If everyone watched My Hero Academia
Yeah.
as their first anime,
Yeah, they'd probably have a completely different view on it.
they would probably also be pretty disappointed by almost all the stuff they watched after that, though, because
Yeah.
Academia sets a pretty high bar.
Yeah.
I don't always get into shonen anime, but man, I gotta say, Academia does it right.
Yeah, I love Academia. I mean, it's hard not to like. What kind of person would you have to be to not like superheroes?
So Bree, that I've always wanted to ask, how fast did you watch how fast did you binge the first 2 seasons of Academia? Because I know you kind of came in on when the 3rd season was about to start airing. Be honest, was it like? I gotta admit, I've actually binged some series in like 26 episodes. If I don't have work, I can probably knock out one of those in a couple days. Yeah, that's pretty good then. That was like 3 or 4 episodes a night. I've actually done a 26 episode series in one sitting a couple times.
What?
Man, when I get into my stories, I get into my stories. I just can't pull myself away.
I feel like I'm trying way too hard on this dude's hair.
The Prince of Tennis. Waluigi. Yeah, Yu Yu Hakusho was a really good one. That's classic right there. He's looking really good. Yeah. I'm really digging the lighting. You're getting really good with the light. I think you already were good with the lighting. I just didn't realize it.
No, Raytheon was good practice. Oh, I forgot. I have the background.
Oh,
Bam.
no.
Oh, but now his shirt and his teeth.
I was gonna say, what happened?
Okay, forget the background. I gotta actually color in the white.
Natsu knows how to binge. That's what I'm talking about. If I got the time, holy crap, I will just run through a series. Bree says it's bomb. I agree.
Thank you. Turned out better than I thought, but still...
Better than you thought. I mean, that looks... I'm pretty sure there's a lot of people that would probably mix that up with the real deal.
No. I don't think so.
Ragnar, he looks tolerable. I don't know if Ragnar will ever... Ragnar. I don't know if Asta will ever be tolerable.
Yeah, man, that guy. Oh. Make this brush a little smaller. There we go. I'm a dentist now.
Good dental work. Get those teeth nice and pretty. So that blue is just bleeding through when you do that?
Yeah, it's behind everything, so it's showing where I was lazy, I guess.
Saint Plague, I was just about to actually ask. I wonder where Plague is tonight.
Could use a moose.
I think I need to start like warning people ahead of time for the streams, because I need to figure out the community page on the YouTube. Like, all these other channels, I see them putting comments and stuff up before they post a video.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I've seen the same thing.
I looked for that option all over the friggin' website, and I don't know. Maybe we don't have enough viewers or something, and it's not an option.
Maybe.
I could just be blind. That's usually the case.
I could try looking at it. Alright, we should probably zoom out because it's a little scary. Oh, his eye.
Oh, look at that. I think Plague is using your drawing as his icon.
Whoa! Oh my god, really?
That's really cool.
Man, thank you.
Could always use more moose.
That's probably something I never thought I'd see.
Now that's a question. How are you gonna fit a cat?
Oh no, you're right.
Your theme?
Yeah.
Where you gonna put the kitty? You put it on his head. Throw it like that.
That was dangerous.
I don't know, maybe make it floating in front of him or something, like Like, you know that picture that's the big meme online? The old anime dude is like, is this there's a butterfly floating in front of him? And people just switch out the butterfly with whatever they want.
Yeah. Maybe I could... I don't want to have to, like, redraw anything.
You could just do, like, a little table behind him and put a cat.
Maybe I'll draw one, like... I'm gonna erase this.
We have been doing requests. We've actually got a couple new ones tonight. This is Asta from Black Clover, and Ragna, the Blood Edge here. He's one of our OG viewers. He's been around and watching us for a long time. And he requested this one. Last week was Rathian.
And that was Lucas?
Yep, that was for Lucas Daora. And then, where's Lucas, too?
Yeah.
And then, the week before was the Moose, for Saint Plague. That was our first request, I believe. Well, I say our, like I'm doing anything. That was one of Sasha's first requests.
You win this, too.
Oh, Bree's wanting a profile pic, too.
Eh?
What you got, Bree?
Team's challenges have been the same, so I'm afraid.
Is this gonna be your cat?
Yes.
Hey, what's going on, Knife? Good to see you. Wait, the audio's been cutting out?
Oh, no, not again.
Oh, I know what that is. That's, I believe that's actually from XSplit, I believe does that. I think I can fix that real quick, actually.
Yeah?
It's a default option on XSplit that when you have it on, it's supposed to cut out background noise.
Oh, it's probably... the music's probably jacking it up.
Yeah, it's supposed to be whenever you're not speaking. It'll actually mute it. I turned it on a while back when we were having all the background noise problems. He has like a cat shadow on his arm.
Yeah, I'm gonna add a few details, but I sort of like them to be sort of simple, stand out a little bit, be a different style.
Give me 1 sec, I'm gonna borrow this real quick. I'm just gonna turn that off real quick. You took it from me.
Oh, sorry.
I just need to borrow it for a couple seconds.
I got distracted. I was like, okay, I'm gonna draw this mouth now. I know what this is gonna look like.
Just 1 second. Oh, Luna?
Oh, yeah. Maybe I should throw a little moon on his or her head.
Okay, you can have it back now. I think that'll fix it.
Okay.
I think that's all I can do without resetting the stream.
Yeah, don't want to do that.
Oh, you want Kaneki Ken, huh?
Kaneki!
You're talking, like right after his hair goes white?
Late in the series, so like, are we talking the second season with the black coming back in, or all white?
I think she's talking the end of the first season. Once his hair is all white and he's got the black nails. After, Jason.
Man, I don't know if I could do him justice.
Season 2, I don't know what I think about Tokyo Ghoul Season 2. We haven't finished it yet, but cool. Thank you, Knife. Thanks for letting me know. Appreciate that. Yeah, I forgot I had that on. We used to have a lot of noise from fans in the background, and we recently did some things to fix it. I don't know if it's completely fixed, but yeah, that was supposed to help with the background noise, and I forgot that it was on, and of course that would just kill the music. I was gonna say, that cat looks like it's gonna try to suck the soul out of him.
Maybe.
I mean, it's pretty funny, but it looks like it is just gonna just. We need an exorcist for that little baby.
Maybe we do. I think his mouth is too big. I just want him to look funny. That's kind of the idea.
The manga for it is actually quite good, Ragna. I enjoyed it. I haven't read up to current where it's at, but the first 2 seasons are really good.
Now, what is this song that's playing right now? Didn't pick up the pink.
Hotel. This is a Hotel Delfino from Mario, I believe. Mario Sunshine, I think.
I never did play that one.
Sunshine was a classic. Although it seems, I think it was kind of a love it or hate it sort of game. You get that too, Natsu? Yeah. I don't know, it seems like they really... I don't know, there's something really off about it, like it's...
The cat?
No, not the cat. Well, there could be something off about that cat. But, no, Season 3 of Tokyo Ghoul. It's a little bit...
Oh, yeah, it's got like a completely different, like, mood to it. I don't know.
Yeah, they really changed the mood on it. That's a good way of putting it. Ah, there's the outline. Oh, I like how you made it just a little bit bushy with the outline.
I just can't keep my hands steady.
We'll just say that his sword has a cat form now. How about that?
This is his sword? I should have made him rusty colored then.
Well, he's pretty dark.
Are those my ducks, or is that part of the music?
Nah, those are your ducks.
Uh-oh. I need to go put them up.
You give him some little tufty stuff at the end of his ears?
Trying to.
So you know once it comes out, you're going to have all kinds of requests for Kingdom Hearts stuff.
I'm cool with that. I've actually never drawn any of them. I don't know how, because I really love Tetsuya Nomura's stuff, but I literally have never drawn any of his stuff. I think I drew Cloud once.
Can you actually hear the ducks? We have ducks. They're in our backyard.
Yeah. Man, they're being loud tonight.
I might run out and tend to them.
Well, probably once I'm done with this cat, we can wrap this up.
I think we have more people watching than ever tonight, though.
Yeah, picking up the people tonight.
Which, thank you all for dropping by the stream. We really appreciate it.
Alright, let's see how this funky cat looks zoomed out.
He doesn't have a bicep. He has a cat.
Yep.
He's like, this is my cat.
Yeah, I'm not sure if he knows, if he looks like he knows the cat's there or not. which paws are in the foreground and which are in the background, nobody knows. Not even me. But I like it that way.
All the designs so far for Kingdom Hearts are pretty cool.
Yeah, I'm loving the outfits.
I like the way they look in Toy Story, and the remodel they did with Pirates of the Caribbean world. They look really good. Like, they actually use the legit, like, the way the people look, like their actual likenesses and everything.
Yeah, and they don't look quite as out of place now that they have special outfits and stuff.
Yeah, they looked a little bit bizarre in Kingdom Hearts 2.
Yeah. Okay, forgive me, my handwriting is awful. Oh, hold up.
Adopt a demon. Oh, good idea. Adopt a cat. He does that like rattle at the end of his yells. I don't even know how the voice actor does that. Perfect. Well, I don't know about the real Asta, but this Asta is all yours, Ragna.
Yep.
Draw me like one of your French girls.
Thank you.
Man, almost everyone is here tonight. This is great.
Yeah.
We just need Lucas and has I don't think Anthony Garcia has shown up yet for a stream. Maybe he's shy.
Thank you. Yeah, he comments on a lot of our stuff, but yeah, I don't think I've seen him in a stream yet.
Yeah, definitely. Very good. That is awesome.
It does look like Asta.
Now you should scoot the art over a little bit to the left and make it look like he's standing right in front of, like, I don't know, the sun.
With sunglasses?
No.
No?
So he can walk into the sun.
Wait, but the light source is over here.
I know, that's what I said to the left.
Oh. I don't know my directions.
Just have him standing right in front of it. You don't have to. That was just joking. Yeah, we can send it to you on Twitter. Let me see. We'll post it up, and then we also are on Facebook too. I'm not sure if it's easier to send. I think it's a bit easier to post pictures to and from each other on there, but we'll try to send it to you on Twitter. Twitter's just weird about its direct messaging. Isn't it like an unwritten law amongst artists to always draw sunglasses
I don't know, that's just what I do.
on their suns?
It's like when you're a kid and you draw the sun, it always has sunglasses. It's just, I never grew out of that, I guess.
You could draw like the sun in Mario, the angry one. That Texan sun.
Yeah. Or in the, what is it? Oh, fudge. Soul Eater. Man, that sun was scary. But accurate.
I thought, okay, it's a good thing. I figured they were something like that, Bree, but I was thinking maybe they almost look like paws, like coming up.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, on the TV they do look pretty weird. If you look in the actual chat, you can see they are hands, but on TV they almost look like paws, which is, it's apt for us.
What? I'm not sure I know what you're talking about.
The hands clapping.
Oh.
She hasn't been watching the chat like at all. She's been very focused on drawing.
I try to catch it when it comes up on the screen in front of me, but it goes away too fast. We need to set it so it doesn't do that.
Well, all right. Did you want to do anything with this space above me here, or just leave it? I recommend a doorway to hell, so he can go into it.
A doorway?
That's a joke.
What did those things from Oblivion look like?
The gates?
Yeah.
The Oblivion gates?
Yeah.
I don't know.
I can't remember.
I don't know. I think either his sword, like, behind him, like maybe just standing up behind him, or you could do, like, a bookshelf. Something like that would be pretty apt, but you don't have to.
Maybe I'll just chop it off here. And then he's centered.
It's a tree. It's that tree he's always hitting.
Oh yeah, isn't that kind of special? Oh, it's more Elder Scrolls music. How fitting. I was just talking about.
Man.
Oh,
Ragna, those first few episodes really got me.
Man,
I thought you deleted the picture. I about crapped myself there.
I'm gonna save it real quick because that scared me. Okay, so this is gonna be stop.
Hobos? Or do you mean ho-hos? Because ho-hos are good. I like ho-hos. Hobos?
Oh,
I kind of was a pseudo-hobo when I was younger. But
I hear you have a thing for hobos? What? What? Huh?
It's okay, hon. You don't...
I don't remember what we're talking about. Hobos.
I think Plague was just seeing if he could confuse you as much as possible.
Wrong chat.
Wrong chat.
Oh god.
Gotta watch them tabs, Saint. Be careful. Oh.
Maybe we'll do like a... Oh.
You could do like a little Wait, you already did the Christmas tree. You did the Christmas tree with the moose.
Yep. It's got a thing for...
That's a tree. Said and done. Done deal. You're gonna have this great detailed picture, and then you're gonna have like this kindergarten tree. I could already see Ragna. I already know Ragna's plotting. He's like, okay, I'll crop it right there. Yeah, I'll crop it right there.
I saved a version without this, by the way. So I'll save this as the dumb details.
You could have baited that tree from green trees in Smash Bros. The one with the face.
Oh.
The green woods.
It's not too late.
Asta for Smash. Its long nose and then the mouth.
It's like round.
It looks like a cactuar in the face, kind of. Yep. There you go, Ragna. Asta for Smash. Then Kirby comes up, eats him, gets the freaky hair, and then dunks himself off the level.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it looks like we are done for tonight.
Yep, I think so. And it's bedtime for me. It's 9:05.
You and these granny hours.
I gotta wake up at 6.
I know. School is crazy.
Yeah.
Well, it's a bowling tree.
Bowling tree.
Just stick your fingers in there and you can
Never been tree bowling before?
Tree bowling?
You're welcome.
Well, alrighty guys, I think that's gonna do it for us. So Granny Sasha here can get to bed.
Yeah. I got to go sleeps.
It has been a pleasure, Plague. We appreciate all you guys coming tonight. Really.
Yeah, thanks for watching.
Yeah, thank you so much. And like I said, we're going to try to make sure it's every Tuesday around 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. I'll try to get a tweet out beforehand, or at least something that says something.
Yeah, we're going to try to figure that out.
Yeah. But me figuring things out's usually slow. Take it easy, guys. Have a great evening. And as always, for anyone who's been watching but not saying anything, or if you're watching after the fact, like, subs, that's all up to you. We always ask that.
I got your cat.
Love you too, Bree. Love the rest of you guys. Good night.
Night.
As always, everyone, if it's within your means, adopt or rescue if you can. ASPCA.org, petfinder.com, and I've got your cat.
You do.
And if you can't bring one home, then what you say?
You can go volunteer and still hang out with them if you can't have one in your house. Oh, I screwed it up. There we go. Or you can donate your old blankets, clothes, that kind of stuff. They can use those things, or you can always just donate money.
Yep, if you've got love to give, there's plenty of animals out there who have a need for love. And guys, we love you. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you next time. Bye-bye.